And welcome back, everybody. More Super Mega Baseball here today. It's episode 58. And we are the 3-2 Beewolves taking on the 4-2 Wild Pigs. And I think this team is all about, it's either contact or hitting. But either way, we just got done facing the best pitcher in the league, as was pointed out in the comments section of last video. By the way, a lot of great comments down there. A lot of you pointing out that we faced the best pitcher in the league, and it was actually almost an achievement to only strike out 9 times. It was rough, because their starter was very good, as well as the bullpen pitcher we saw, although we got the win. So, what I want to do, hopefully, I mean, not off to a good start here, but we haven't seen a lot of run production this year, and when the games get higher scoring, that's going to be where it gets really tough. And I imagine at some point we're going to play some really difficult games where the opposing team might get, a few run lead, and I don't want that to be insurmountable. So we got to start hitting better as a team, not letting the mojos dip so much, although mojo doesn't probably have as much of an effect as you would think. I believe it only affects the players in high-pressure situations, and probably all the time defensively, because there isn't like a, oh, come on, almost a great play by Rose. But I'm just guessing. You can probably see when I select one of the fielders what their ratings are, but I think that mojo always affects the fielders, and that's off the glove of Darren Rose, so they get 2 aboard with still only 1 out here in the first inning. That could have been a nice double play ball for us. Instead, there's 2 on for Theodore Stiffner. That's a rocket to short, and that's a catch. They're just crushing these to Rose. They're testing him for sure. Evans, also to Darren Rose. That's it for the top of the first, or the entire first inning. I completely overlooked the fact that we had a 6-pitch top of the first. Here's a guy whose mojo I want to get up a bit here. Maurice Manning leads off the second, and I'm below that one. 1-1. And that was not the contact I expected there, as Manning is retired. And I think Andrew Ross, he has the highest mojo on the team, and that happens when you hit big home runs. That might get down into the gap, and it does. Another blooping single for Andrew Ross. We have our first hit of the game, and that brings up Corey Boyd. Very quiet year so far. But plenty of chances to change that here, Corey. Oh boy, that's getting into the gap. But it looks like it's caught. I'll take the solid contact nonetheless. But now we have to do something to try and get this first run. We have Darren Rose with 2 down. So I'm trying to get I want to get a lot better at being selective with my pitching and realizing that, hey, if you have to move the reticle a far distance, then it's probably out of the zone. So stop always chasing these. Oh, that clipped the corner. And that's hit to center on a line. But another line out will end the top of the second inning, that is. I really wonder how far we're going to go with this series, because I'm having so much fun with it. This game, like, there's very few perfect games out there, but this game I think is perfect in many ways. Its pacing is awesome. I think it has the right blend of sim to arcade, and there's a triple, so a great start to the inning for them. I really do like this game a lot. I wish I had started getting so far into it when it had released back in, I think, late 2014. That's on the ground to third base. We'll give them the first run, and that is the first out of the day. Stracy Wickers. And that's on a line to Starks for the second out. All right, Wes Yogurt here. And he gets to strike 1. Back to the pitcher, and Cannon makes the play. So they do add a 1. So here is Jonathan Starks. He came through last episode. 0 for however many it was through the first 4 games. But then he hit a single the other way. And of course the game-winning triple in the 10th inning. So there's ball 1 from Yogurt. And back to Yogurt on the ground ball. That's an out. But I think the contact so far this episode is doing pretty well. And I'm actually being selective as I wanted to. Not in the first inning, though. On the ground to second base. And Cannon is also retired. We're back to the top of the order. The first time through, we only had one hit. So here's Flash Jackson. What the heck was that? Barely tapped it back to the pitcher. That's it for the third inning. Top third, anyway. Blute Michaels leads us off, bottom three, and that is a line out to Corey Boyd. That is popped up for strike one. And on the ground to Rose. I think pretty soon what I want to do, if I can find a little bit of spare time to put this together, I would like to start tracking a spreadsheet and keeping track of the player stats in this series. The game doesn't across multiple seasons, as we couldn't make the play. But I love to just track the season stats on my own. At least average or hits. Because I'm pretty sure if I go back to the last episode of each season, I could probably find the ABs, hits, RBIs, home runs, everything important as Leon makes that awkward catch. I like to track that and just keep that as part of the series because we are, 4 seasons into this now. So here's Lance Adams. Ooh, you saw my reticle usage there. It was on the money, but I didn't swing. Not that time. Ooh, low that time. 1 and 2 to Lance. And he grounds it softly to short. He's also retired. Alright, Leon, the average is below 100. And that's off the pitcher. Come on, Leon, you can reach. No! Maurice Manning's turn. Oh, that was a good pitch. Good pitch to hit. So was that one! Extra bases again for Maurice Manning. Going the other way with a line drive. I like that. We don't see that enough. Okay, Ross. One aboard for our strongest power hitter. Oh, no. Back to the pitcher. See, that's where I broke my rule, where I was like, if it's so far away, then it's not worth it. Oh, no. Oh, lined out. Doesn't matter. I bet you Lance Adams, before the speed boost I gave him a couple episodes back, I bet he doesn't make that play. Speed prevents the hit right there. And here is Flash Jackson coming in. 2 of our 3 outfielders have pretty good speed. Corey Boyd still lacks in that department. On the ground, Cannon. Good inning of work. It's still 1-0. We only have 2 hits, though. We're not getting the production I want to see yet. That might help. Corey Boyd, deep left center. Caught. The contact's getting better, guys. It's getting better. A little late on that one. And ball 1 outside. There we go. A soft line drive to center field, and that's a base hit for Darren Rose. A lot of you have been talking about the consistency of the content as of late, at least the last handful of days, last week. And there's Jonathan Starks lining out. My goodness, guys. But, yes, I have been able to actually get a lot more accomplished than I want to as Cannon grounds out to end the top of the 5th. I do want to give you guys a lot of 2-video days. And still probably going to have a lot of, 1-video days. Just because I try to do a lot of content. But I'm trying to put together rotations that allow me to do everything at a reasonable pace. And one thing I've started to do is kind of abandon the whole, idea of that, okay, I want things to happen multiple times a week. And this kind of pertains more to my main channel, really. Not so much Let's Play channel, or the second channel, rather. Where, content on here doesn't take a very long time to create. So I can do more of it. And that's why I've been uploading more on this channel. So that's it for the 5th inning. But basically, I do want to get you guys at least 1 video a day on this channel, and then 2 on Friday, Saturday, Sunday, Monday. I mean, sometimes I might not be able to do all 4 of those days with 2, but I don't see why I can't do at least most. And last week, because I consider the weeks to be Monday to Sunday, that's how I always look at it. Strike 3 to the Flash Jackson. But yeah, I hit 2 videos on Friday, Saturday, Sunday, and now today is Monday as I record this, and I'll be doing 2 more videos here today. Nice power, but lazy into left center. So I just kind of want to give you guys some expectation for kind of when to expect, you know, videos. And I do want to get you guys one pretty much every day, and then 2 a days on those days that I mentioned. Now, where I started to think about abandoning the idea of the week was like, because I usually think that posting something once a week is not like sufficient. So I've always thought that 2 a week is kind of the benchmark minimum. Come on, Leon, get down, get down. There is a 2-out single. But I'll talk more about this. It really pertains more to my main channel. It doesn't really affect this one, just because the content on here, as I mentioned, as Manning pops up, it's not like producing a franchise video or an upcoming Dynasty video, which I don't have a date yet for the Dynasty, but I'll have a chance to talk about it soon for my main channel. I know a lot of you watch both of my channels, so I do kind of talk about both here every now and then. Nice catch there, Flash. This is hit deep to left. Lance goes back in. The speed. Oh, no, it got past him. What the heck happened there? So I shouldn't be overlooking those fielding boosts because it's costing us, I think, every game. At least in some way or another. And as we approach the Madden 17 release, I'll be talking about some of the ideas I have for this channel. There are some exciting things I'll be doing over here. Well, let's get back on task here today. Let's focus on the game. Trying to end this inning here. That's jammed. Ross tracking it down. That's reaching the seats. Ross, dive! No! Strike 3! Nice job, Cannon. It's 1-0. 7th inning. Here we go. We have 4 hits. What's the stamina looking like? Okay. Now is where you have to take advantage, and I can't believe that's all that hit amounted to. Come on, Corey. That's strike 1. And now ball 1 to Boyd. Another. I keep thinking I'm really lining up the reticle well today. And I'm getting good contact, but those last 2, not so much. There's a line that I chased that time. Trying to get on the board. It's been tough in this one, as it has been throughout the year. Striker out number 1. Enrique Goyo looks at ball 1. Here's a 4-seamer. That's going foul. Here's the change. Ooh, just off the corner. Cutter. Just on the corner, and there's Rose, out number 2. But I'm focused mainly on this offense today and how little time we have to get this 1 run back. That is foul. And line to right. Boyd makes the grab at the shoestrings. Okay, we have 2 innings to figure this out. Here's Jonathan Starks. He leads us off. There we go. Take the bad pitch. And swing at the good one! Starks to deep right. Let's go! Off the wall. Starks comes through with another clutch extra base hit. That was a contact swing. So, Cannon, you've done well today, but in this situation, I do need to call on another player to hit. And I'm going to bring in Maurice Pratt. I love bringing Pratt off the bench. Okay. Yogurt losing his focus. That's a 3-ball count. Strike 1. Come on. Oh, almost hit him, and he walks on 5 pitches. Flash Jackson will face a new pitcher, Kendra Kerr. But 2 aboard, nobody out. Lined up the middle! That's a base hit! And the bases are loaded with nobody out. I thought about testing Starks, but I didn't want to risk it. Instead, we have bases juiced for Lance Adams here in the 8th inning. No one out. And a ground ball. They get 1. And a fielder's choice. Game is tied. The RBI counts for Lance. But now runners at the corners for Leon Daniels. Come on, Leon. He's nervous. Grounded. That's up the middle. And they're only able to get Leon. Another run driven in. It's 2-1. All this began with Jonathan Starks. You never know who's going to spark this offense. But oddly enough, it's been the same guy the last 2 episodes. 3-ball count. And a 4-pitch walk to Maurice Manning. Andrew Ross now with 2 down. Ross with a base hit, and they're loaded again. Okay, that brings us to Corey Boyd. Corey, man, I want to keep him in here. I really, really do. Corey Boyd, bases loaded, 2 down. We got to raise the mojo. We have to raise it. The only way to do that today is to get a base hit. Corey Boyd drives in 1. Here comes another 2-run single. It's a 4-run 8th. One of my favorite innings of the season this has been. And Rose off the glove. They can't get him. Bases loaded again. Fielding issues affecting both sides, and we've now ran through the entire order. Man, what's that term? I know my baseball terms pretty well. I watched baseball a lot as a kid. I still know a lot. We bat through the... Is it batting through the order? I forget the... This feels like I don't remember the term. I don't know. Here's Starks. Bases juiced. He started this with a leadoff double. Now they're in danger of walking in a run. And they just did. We already had to pinch hit for the pitcher once. Do I keep in Pratt? Or do I call on someone who can do some real damage? We're bringing in Maurice Hudson. 5 runs here in the 8th inning. Oh my, we're not done! Let's go! That might clear the bases. 1 run scores. Here comes another, and 1 close behind, 8-1. What an inning. Kendra Kerr is out. Donovan Drake is in. Are we finished? Can we score 10 in the 8th inning? Oh, a little late there. 2 balls and 1 strike. 3-ball count. Oh, we even it up. We're going to keep going here. Battling back. Popped it up, though. That's still one of the best innings in series history. 8 runs. That was fantastic. We're putting in Eric Hancock, who needs to lower his ERA, and he has a chance to do that by opening up the inning against the pitcher. I'm going to give Hancock these 2 innings. I want to give him 2 innings of work. I gave him... He actually has junk now. It used to be 0, oddly enough. You can have a rating at 0 in this game. Oh, he drops it on the corner. Oh, my. That was mean. Here's Blute Michaels. He anticipated it, but still can't square up. Here's a screwball. Nice pitch. And the 2-seam fastball is lifted to left. Lance tracking it down. And he makes the grab on the track. Wally Bacon. Here's the screwball. Oh, a rocket down the line, but foul. Curveball. Oh, it's past. Oh, come on. Just underneath 2 gloves. 2 of them. And this is lifted to left. Tracking it down in foul territory. Come on, Lance. Misjudged that one. Nice little curveball there. And a line drive to right. It's a base hit. 2 outs, 2 on. Theodore Stiffner. Oh, he swings through the strike. And that's hit to Rose. Off of Rose. He recovers to record the final out of the 8th inning. All right. What else can we do this game? 8-1. Oh, off the third baseman's glove. And Lance reaches. I think they'll call that a base hit too. Ooh, just missed that one. Missed that one too. Strike 3. 3 swinging strikes as Lance swipes second. Here's Maurice Manning. Okay, stop reaching. I got my 8 runs, doing it a different way. Back to the pitcher. And he's out. There we go. A little nifty base running there by Lance. I get there. 2 for 4 day for Andrew Ross. Oh, how'd that not hit him? That might get down. We have another run. 3 hits for Andrew Ross. Lance is driven in. 9-1 Beewolves. Oh, Corey Boyd. But hey, I kept in Corey Boyd to the bases juiced, and that really helped give our 8th inning a second wind. When it looked like it was going to be wrapped up soon, I kept Corey Boyd in despite the low mojo, and he came through for us. So this has been a very fun game. If you guys are enjoying the series and this episode, please do leave a like. I appreciate it. The likes help other people find this series and enjoy it as well. I've really enjoyed watching this series gain momentum with you guys and just continuing to see more enjoy it and have a great time in the comments. There's been so much good feedback surrounding this series. If you haven't already, be sure to smack that subscribe button. And a grounder to second. This game is complete. 9-1 domination by the Beewolves. We're now 4-2. Look at that 8-run 8th inning. Now that was fun. 11 hits. They had 7. No homers today. That's weird. So many runs for us, but not one came on a homer. And everybody in the order had a hit. And Ross had 3 of them. 2 strikeouts. One was particularly ugly for Leon Daniels. Cannon gets the win. Hancock's ERA drops, but it's still at 17.36. All in all, fantastic game. How did Spanky go 4 for 4? I missed that. Great game for him. And just like that, we are back tied with the first place Crocodons. We are 4-2 on the season. We have gone lost 1, then win 2, lost 1, win 2. Can McKenzie actually get the win this time? Our only losses have came in games McKenzie has started. We take on the 2-3 Overdogs next time, and we'll see if we can get our 3rd win in a row. But thank you all for watching. This was a very fun episode with an awesome 8th inning. But that will do it for today. Please leave a like if you enjoyed the video, and subscribe if you have not, and leave your feedback down below in the comments. Thank you guys again. Have a great day.